What is your issue?
Okay, to speak on that part.
Boogie, don't leave. Boogie. Boogie, I love you. Boogie, come on, get too sexy for that. 30% too. Alright, read it on there. Hey, yo.
aka Steel City Amazon. You can follow me on all platforms including Cash App Steel City Amazon, y'all. And I'm here to hustle hard to get it to season audition.
I already know what it is, so I'm in the building.
It's your boy Cool Last Week. I'm with season 2, Hustle Hard to Get It.
It's Johnny Cash. You already know I'm here. Hustle Hard to Get It, season 2.
Can I be honest with you? I'm a boss, girl.
Hustle hard to get it.
Listen, you got a serious problem on your hands, Miss Kara Jackson.
I know. I'm like...
See, I'm riding through the city with my woe. Yeah, we tuned in HotxxMagOnlineRadio. Yeah, she put that work in there, you know it shows. So who's fucking with this online radio?
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Tara J. Well, hi, HotxXMag Online Radio. Okay. Listen, you guys, I'm super excited for tonight. Yes, we have a special guest. And as y'all know, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So while you're on the chat, if you're tuning in right now, I know y'all cooking dinner, but y'all need something to listen to, and that's what we're here for. So we have a special guest coming up live tonight. He go by the name of Thug Money. Okay? I know. Listen, when I heard his name, I was super interested. And I think you guys will be even more interested when you actually hear his music and see him. Because I feel like when y'all hear the name, y'all aren't really matching a face to the name if you don't know him already. So, you know, I don't know about y'all, but that reminds me of when Young Thug came out. And I'm like, oh, okay, he probably going to be raw like Plies or something. And then when I seen Young Thug, I'm like, wait a minute, this Young Thug? Like, oh, okay, like he's lit though. He's super talented. So, you know, for me, I always try to look at the name and match a face to the name. So when you guys see our special guest today, you will see what I mean. Okay. But don't get it messed up because he's super talented though. Okay. Just like Young Thug and just like all of them. So as they say, never judge a book by its cover. Okay. Because you never know what to expect. So what I'm going to do is we're going to ease it in for y'all a little bit. Okay. It's Thanksgiving Day. So while y'all seasoning that chicken and cooking them greens and cleaning them, let's get into this music video. 5 mics. Okay. By Thug Money himself. And then y'all let me know what y'all thinking after this. Okay. So make sure y'all tag y'all friends and family. Tell them to tune in while they getting dinner together. And let's vibe out, y'all. Let's get it.
It's half money, there's the coins, get the loss. It's such the asses, that's the why. It's all in the seal of every in the cup. It's all you in the seal of socks, every. It's auctions in the sea and the auctions in the mouth. It's like, yeah, money out. Swarm salt, it's half money. Thug money goes out. Boss moves, tighten up, ain't gotta spit. Abomination cross the nation, this is CrossFit. Resurrection, constellation, and we all lit. Proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Boss moves, tighten up, ain't gotta spit. Abomination, cross the nation, this is CrossFit. Resurrection, constellation, and we all lit. Proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Looking back, situations that was bad there. Contributions, evolution, how you pass that. Revolution, elevated where the signs at. Nominated, most hating, ain't stressing that. Politicians politicking, call it avalanche. Stephen Curry with the shot, where your hustle at. Occupation separated, ain't trusting that. Compilation, arbitration, now you stressing that. Get the duffel bag, my nigga, get your knowledge back. Acceleration, validated, where your office at. Determination, cultivating, ain't turning back. Propaganda, analyze, where your honor at. Penalize, subsidize, get your focus back. Subsequently drop the mic, now it's 5 mics. Boss move, tighten up, pain, gotta spit. Abomination, cross the nation, this is CrossFit. Resurrection, constellation, and we all lit. Proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Boss moves, tighten up, pain, gotta spit. Abomination, cross the nation, this is CrossFit. Resurrection, constellation, and we all lit. Proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Hallucination, constipation, it was orchestrated. Ventilated, estimated, he was trying to make it. Oxidized, vivid picture, optimistic. Traumatized, read the Bible, drew my weapon. No weapon formed against me. Disappointments, learned my lessons, limitation, gravitated, overrated, aspirated, generated, generations, operations, calibrated, graduated, demonstrated, lost wages, pivot move, Maserati, miss the money, double up, enterprise, get your paper up, hypnotize, what you stressing, what you running up, prosperity, clarity, longevity, picture perfect at war, what you asking me, boss moves, tighten up, ain't gotta spit, abomination, cross the nation, this is CrossFit, resurrection, constellation, and we all lit, proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Boss moves, tighten up, pain, gotta spit. Abomination, cross the nation, this is CrossFit. Resurrection, constellation, and we all lit. Proclamation, revelation, and you're all sick. Power of the test is how you trust that. Solidation, orchestrated, now I'm past that. Ha 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 ha. What's you know, boss moves. Boss moves.
Yes, okay. We see you out here. Hold on, y'all. Wait. We can't bring him out. Wait a minute. Listen, y'all. So I told y'all heard the name. Y'all see the video. Y'all ain't expect that, did y'all? Listen, huge shout out to Rio Grande. I seen you in the building saying that you love the message of the song. I agree. It's different. You know, you ain't getting all that I'm gonna shoot you and I'm gonna do this and that. Like, we need something different. We need something that is a good vibe, good message behind it. That's what we need. We need that real music, okay? And it's so funny that this interview came up because I was just listening to Common the other day, and I love Common's music. We were talking about the whole Kendrick's new tape and J. Cole and all them and all that stuff. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I never really understood Kendrick at first. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It took me, I want to say till like Not Like Us to come out for me to really start listening to Kendrick more, because at work I have a coworker that loves some Kendrick, aka loves great music. But he specifically listens to Kendrick, and he put me deep on some of Kendrick's old music. And Kendrick be using so many different things in his music, like it's crazy. Things I don't even know about. I'm probably too young to even know about. So, it's crazy how he word plays and how he makes it into a song. So, with that being said, I want to say that about Thug Money. I didn't expect that from him. When I heard that song and heard his music, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, what? Like, he really be saying a dope message. And it is stuff, that we should know about. And if you don't know about, that you should be aware about, and be okay to share emotions about. So with further ado, you guys, we got Thug Money in the building. So I would love to bring him live. And huge shout out to Millian Couture. Hey girl, hey. Huge shout out to her. Make sure that y'all go ahead and shop Millian Couture. Okay. Because she got some dope brands for men, kids, and women. So make sure that y'all go ahead and shop. Y'all see me rock it a couple times on the show. That's one of my favorite brands, just saying. So make sure y'all go ahead and shop, hit her up, become friends. She's super cool, super dope. Huge shout out to New York in the building. Okay. So y'all ready? We're going to bring Mr. Thug Money live because I got a couple questions for him. And if y'all got some questions, make sure y'all drop it in the chat. Let's get it popping. What's good? What's good?
What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Y'all already know what it is. What it do? This your boy Thug Money. Come on now. Woo!
Yes.
Woo! Woo! Let's get it. Let's turn up.
Yes. I love the energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we told the people who we talking to today. Let the people know where you're representing from.
I'm representing Pistol City, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Yes. Yes. I knew it. I heard the accent.
Mm-hmm.
Super dope. So, we just got done watching your music video, which somebody did comment and they said, dope song, love the message. You shout out to Rio Grande. So let the people know a little bit more of, the behind the scenes of you making that song. What was in your mind when you created that song?
Okay, when that song was created, I was on my way to Texas to perform. So when I don't do planes, so we was driving. So the little inner cities that we was going through, like Alabama and stuff like that. We ended up in sundown towns and stuff like that. And I walked in a convenience store with nothing but white people. As soon as I walked in, all hands was on guns. And then we had another incident when we went to CVS and tried to send money. And the black girl said she couldn't help us while the white lady was standing right there. So, I mean, that song was really,
Wow.
real live, situation.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And I don't know about you guys, but just hearing about that now, being in the situation and hearing about it, I would say is two different things, because being in the situation, I would have so many emotions going through my mind at one time. I would feel scared. I would feel worried. I would feel like mad because what? um, I gotta ask you, because you were there, like, how were you feeling in that moment?
I mean, I didn't feel any type of way because where I stay at, we have a lot of history here, so it's a bunch of racism here. So it didn't bother me at all. It's just, it was just like, wow, that's it.
Wow, that is crazy. And I'm glad that you actually did mention that, living where you live, there is a history of that. Because I was going to ask you, how was it growing up, before the music? How was it being little Thug Money?
I came from projects. That's where I came from, a bunch of violence and stuff like that. But where I'm from, a bunch of slaves was, how should I say it? How can I put it? We were sold here. Like, we still have like a lot of historical things here.
Right.
So like, for instance, when I was small, I stayed in the house where shackles and stuff was still on the wall from the slave house, stuff like that.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, that's a lot, y'all, because I don't know about y'all or how old y'all are that's tuning in. But me personally, during the time of slavery, I don't think I was thought of, really. If we're going back, I wasn't thought of. But I feel like low key, like we were talking about, not low key, high key, racism never ended. It's still in certain areas really high. And I feel like, you know, in a good term, I never had to deal with that, but there are people that have, and I can only imagine, you know, you hear about it in school growing up, you know, they try to teach you that in history class, but it's nothing like actually dealing with that. So, you know, I know that was tough.
Yes, I never like even in school, I never stood for the national anthem because that's not ours. I was taught. My grandmother raised me, and she taught me the Black culture, our national anthem. So I used to get in trouble a lot. They used to try to suspend me, but my grandmother stood her ground. So you know, even when the national anthem come, I don't stand because it's not ours.
Right. And you have every right. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now, for some people, if that's something you're interested in sharing, what is the Black anthem? You know, for the ones who don't know, because I don't know if I know.
So okay, I can't sing
Oh, you don't gotta sing. You could just say it.
it. So it's God dang. So what is it? I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue right now.
Yeah. So is it
Jeez.
like kind of the same process, you know, with your hand over your heart and etc.?
Basically, yes. But
Okay.
it's different wording.
Figure. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
different wording. It's just like the flag. The
Hmm.
flag isn't ours neither. So
Hmm.
it's a lot to come with it. So
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. And I feel like if,
yes.
you know, if you guys are interested, because I know I am, after this, I want to look it up because, you know, that's things that some of us just don't know, you know, and that's something that we should know just to be, you know, educated on that and not show ignorance toward our people. You know what I mean? So definitely important. Wow. Oh my goodness. So going from that, dealing with all of that, how did you grow up and transition into music?
Okay. Transitioning into music. I ended up playing the violin in school. I played drums in church.
Wow.
My family, just on both sides, mom and dad, we are musically inclined. So
Mhm.
a lot of my uncles are singers.
Mhm.
So you know, it just came natural. That's it.
Wow, that's so cool. That is so cool. So being that you know, you played instruments, have you ever, let's say, performed with a live band or with instruments?
The violin when I had to do the scope, Norfolk scope, like for school and stuff like that. And then I was in a marching band.
Oh, cool. That was super cool. How was that? Because I know a lot of people that, you know, get in marching bands, they say it's fun.
Oh, it is. It's a bunch of fun. The only thing I didn't like, you have to wake up early, bright early in the morning.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I heard like them parades and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So I gotta ask because you mentioned, you know, where you are, it's a little rough. And even growing up, it's been rough, especially of people with color. So I must ask you, how was it pursuing a music career where you are with all that going on?
um, Pursuing it with all that going on, I mean, it's kind of hard because you know you get turned down out here, and
Yeah.
let's per se, I had to go to another state in order to, you know, pursue my music.
Wow. That's a
So
big transition too.
yes, but you know, it was out of my comfort zone. So,
Mhm.
and that's what we have to do. We have to step out our comfort zone to get to where we need to be.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. And I feel like, you know, a lot of times when it comes to music, music artists' biggest fear, besides the struggle of money, don't get me wrong, but their biggest fear is to travel and be somewhere where they don't know anybody and where they're not familiar.
Right,
Not realizing that's probably what they need to do to get to the next step.
right.
So, you know, with that transition, if you don't mind me asking, where did you actually travel to that helped you pursue your music career?
My first stop was North Carolina, Winston Salem. That's when I got my first record deal at Empire 45. And then I ended up getting out of that record deal, and then I end up getting my own label. So my label is called Thug Money Entertainment LLC, which I have 4 artists under my label that get paid.
Nice. Okay. Big time. That's big because you hear a lot of music artists say that they got labels, but artists ain't getting paid. Promoters ain't really getting paid that much. They coming out of pocket for everything. Artists is getting frustrated. So that's super dope. That is super dope.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know people, we kind of brush past a little bit. But your record deal that you had, how was it during that time having a record deal?
I mean, at first it was lovely to the money situation, So,
Right.
when I started figuring out bits and pieces and actually learning the business, that's when I had to transition and get out of the record deal because I wasn't getting my money.
Right. No, I don't blame you. It's time to go.
Right.
Wow. So, again, you do music, so you have your own label, you're managing other artists and getting them paid as well. How is that? Because I know as a music artist, it's a lot trying to, keep up with your own career, let alone run a business and let alone make sure other music artists get paid. So, how is the process for you?
I tell my artists like this: if you don't want to get paid, don't do any work. It's not going to bother me one bit. Because you're the one that's gotta, create your music. I'm the one that's just footing the bill. So when you don't create your music, guess what? You don't get any money.
Yeah, I agree. And so how long would you say you've been doing that for?
Probably roughly 3.5 years now with my own label.
Wow. Okay, that's some time.
Yes.
A couple months to a year sometime, y'all. That's a lot.
Yes.
Wow. So let's say if a music artist was tuning in right now and they were interested in not I wouldn't say join your label necessarily, or maybe they are, or maybe just the right way to go, because I feel like music artists are so conflicted with signing a record deal with being independent. Now, over the years, music artists have become more independent as the years go. But what would you say being being an artist yourself and having your own label, would you recommend an artist sign or they stay independent, and why?
Look, see. Honestly, I'm gonna put it like this: if you want to just work on your music, it's best for you to be signed. But is independent is really where it's at.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like I said, my artists, they just wanted to focus on music. So they didn't want to put in money. So you get, when you are an independent artist, you have to have your own budget.
Right.
And you have to make sure you travel and do this and do that.
Yeah.
So, and when you sign, you don't have to worry about any of that because you have other people to worry about that.
Right. Exactly. I'm glad that you put it that way, because I feel like a lot of music artists get into the business not understanding the business. They look at it like, I just want to hop in the studio, smoke a couple blunts and do some songs. And then you got some music artists that are like, no, I want to own a business. I want a multimedia center. I want this, and I feel like when music artists start off, they don't realize that there's a difference, between the two. And
Right.
knowing that difference from the beginning, like you said, helps you travel where you need to go instead of just going in this big maze.
Right.
Wow, that's wow. Oh my gosh. So as I was telling them your name, when I heard your name, Thug Money, I'm like, okay, well, I'm thinking a Young Thug, some Money Bag Yo type music. And then when I heard your music, huge shout out to Ask Scott Radio. But Robert, shout out to you. But when I heard your music, I'm like, oh, this is not what I expected at all. And I liked it because it was different. And then in my head, I said, okay, well, I heard the music now. I got the name. Let's put the appearance together. So I seen you got your cowboy hat. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's the cowboy hat about?
So the story behind that, like, I had a landscaping business. I had cornrows. So I couldn't get any business far as like Walmart contracts, even trying to get contracts from the white people. So what I did, so when I went to Oklahoma one day, bought a cowboy hat, came back down home, cut my hair off, put the cowboy hat back on. Next thing I know, I started shaking white people's hand. They say, "How you doing, cowboy?" And I'm taking their money. So, and
Wow.
I was like, let me use that with my music. So you got to think about it. When you see people performing like Young Thug and all of them, they have a fitted cap on, right? Okay. See, I was doing this before Beyonce started coming out with her cowboy hat, if you go back and look at my videos. So, I just had to transition because I didn't want to look like the same people that was performing. So I always get well, where's the dude that with the cowboy hat and with the beard? So if they didn't know my name, that's how I was recognized.
Nice. And I like the switch up because, and I'm glad that you use Beyonce as a example because, when Beyonce came out with that country album and before that, when she started wearing the cowboy hat, everybody was like, what is she doing? Why is she trying to do country? Why is she doing this? But if people don't realize, Beyonce was winning almost every award except for the country category. And I said, when I seen it, I said, oh, I know what she's doing. I said, she got to put that persona on so that she's welcome into that genre. And once she's in there, she got it. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm glad you used that as an example because it's true.
Yes, it is.
It is very true. It's kind of like, or even if you're tuning in right now, you don't do music, let's say you just work a 9 to 5. When you go on a job interview, how you're chilling right now, do you go into that job interview like that? No. You put on them Sunday best clothes and you walk up in there and sometimes you even talk different. You act different. You know what I mean? And that is the part of the industry that personally irks my soul because, going into the industry, they say, be yourself. We want different. We don't want the same, but don't do this. Don't do that. We need you to act like this. It's insane. Like you being a music artist, what is your intake on that? Because I know you have a lot to say.
Honestly, I be myself, but at the same time, I have to recognize what is what. So if I got to play a part, I'm going to play a part until I get what I need. Especially when it comes to the music industry, because the music industry, they have their favorites. Yeah. So at the end of the day, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. You have to. And I mean, and that's, again, y'all, if y'all don't do music in everyday life, sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. And if it gets you where you got to get to, hey, salute to you.
Yes. Because it's been plenty birthdays and holidays that I missed because I had to go perform and do stuff like that. So it's, it comes with the territory. You miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you do, but it pays off in the end, and a lot of the people, that we're speaking on or just the industry in general, including Beyonce, look at them. You know what I mean? I'm sure them up and coming, like all of us start somewhere. Some people probably got in a little bit quicker, but, growing up, that we all went through the same thing and they had biggest influences, that they looked up to, and then look at them now. So, I'm sure for you have biggest influences. So what are like 3 of your top biggest influences?
Okay, I have Tina Turner.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I have Prince.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I also have Michael Jackson.
Oh, I love MJ. MJ has timeless music.
All the time.
All the time. I don't care what genre plays his music. They love it.
All the time. It's like, I really love Prince and Michael Jackson because the rival they had, it wasn't like today's rival. It was more of a creation of music rival. Yes. And, when they drop their albums, you can hear the creation. So that's what really inspired me too with the music.
Definitely. Now, out of the 2, I know you said both of them are your biggest influences, but out of the 2, which one are you choosing as your top one?
It would be Prince.
Ooh, okay.
Hands down, Prince.
Okay. Now, I know people are wondering, so let me ask why.
Because he had that swag. Like, you see how he dressed? He didn't care.
He didn't.
He was himself.
Yep.
And you have to think about it. A lot of artists back then wasn't they self. He put his whole self out there. So.
Yep. And didn't care.
And when I say his whole self, he put his whole self out there.
Yes, like, oh my goodness. I remember my mom used to love Prince. I'm a little younger, so when I was younger, she would talk about Prince. I'm like, who? And then the way I used to describe him was, oh, the Purple Rain guy. So it's so funny because I was more hip to MJ, but I think it was only because of not understanding certain things, when it comes to music or when it comes to people. But I love MJ, MJ's just, they're both great. forever.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So I gotta ask you because rapper wise, how about rapper wise? Who's your top 3 influences?
Rapper. I mean, I gotta say it from my hometown. It's Pusha T,
Oh, okay. He's hard.
Pharrell,
Okay.
and Chris Brown.
Yes.
And then hold on, let me take it back. We got Timberland, we got Magoo, we got Missy.
Okay.
You know,
I love
I
Missy.
gotta make sure I recognize our top, artists that came from here.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot Chris Brown was from there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he give me Cali vibes sometimes.
Yeah.
I forgot Missy. Oh my God. I used to love me some Missy Elliott. That creativity is top notch.
Yes, it is. She have her own street here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my God. And Timberland, I mean, the greatest. Okay.
Yes.
The
Yes.
greatest.
I met Timberland and Magoo at a Norfolk State game when I was little.
Wow.
RIP to Magoo, but they was the best, when I met them. So, it was love.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Shout out to all of them. I would love to meet Missy one day, Timberland one day. Woo! Chris Brown. Y'all know I love me some Chris Brown, so we ain't gonna go there. Who else? You said one more person, I think. Oh, Pusha T for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, and it's so funny because you heard me at the beginning talk about Kendrick, and I was getting to the Kendrick and Lil Wayne situation. But I remember when Pusha T and Wayne was at it at some point, and that diss that he made, talking about, I'm signed basically to 1, but you're signed to 3, and people didn't understand what that 3 was. And I was talking about that with my coworker the other day because I didn't understand it either. So he told me, I said, "Oh, he's smart."
Yes, sir.
But that is
look, I'm gonna tell you like this: Pusha T done killed Drake in the battle. Man, look, I don't understand. He done killed Kendrick in the battle. I don't understand. Like Pusha, he ain't got to say anything or do anything right now.
Nothing. Sit back and at a poolside.
I think Kendrick trying to get his crown. So Kendrick going after Lil Wayne right now. So,
which is ridiculous. Everybody feel they thing. I think they're both talented, and I feel like Wayne had his time. Now Kendrick's having his time. But I do always believe in giving respect to the people before you who paved that way.
Right.
It would be dope if Kendrick brought Wayne out and they're just like, look, we do this. Like, y'all trying to put us against each other, it ain't happening. And he bought him out for something.
But it's not gonna be like that. Come on now. It's not like back then.
Nope. Not at all. Which is crazy. I'm glad that you mentioned that because back then it would have been like that. Rap battles at a whole all-time high difference right now.
Rap battles now you can get killed then now versus back then.
Yeah, literally.
You feel me? Like, think about it. That Jay-Z and Nas battle. Think about it. If it was that type of battle right now, don't you think somebody would have been killed right now with that type of battle they had?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. And I mean, even with you bringing that up, who would you choose, Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Facts.
All day.
Nas is a beast.
Yes. And look, hands down, when he came out with that Ether, he killed Jay-Z. That was it.
Yeah, game over. It was kind of like Kendrick with the Drake. It was not like us was crazy.
Tell me about it. Why you think Drake suing him?
Yeah, that was crazy too.
Oh man.
But you know what was interesting to me, and I'm glad that I have an artist like you on the lab because I feel like this could be a conversation. What I found interesting was what Drake is suing Kendrick for. I would have thought he would be suing him for defamation of character or something like that. No, something totally different.
Because they playing not like us too much. He ain't making the money.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He need to stop crying.
That's it. And really defend the things he should defend.
Right.
Man, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, y'all have to look it up. I can't even say certain things because you two like to block people. But Y'all just got to look up what happened, what Kendrick said to Drake and why Drake came in, and then put two and two together. Man. But like I mentioned, Kendrick had a hit, you know what I mean? And like y'all seen at the very beginning, Thug Money got a hit too. You know what I mean? Y'all worried about Kendrick right now. Y'all need to be worried about Thug Money, okay? Because,
You heard?
okay. Like they heard 5 mics, and they're not even ready for this next one that I actually want to get into, called Aquafina. Now, y'all, I didn't listen to it yet, but no, I ain't even gonna tell y'all what I think this song's about because I'm gonna be wrong and I'm just a little dumb. So we're gonna listen to Aquafina. Let your mind wonder at first what you think it's about, and then let me know afterwards. Was it what y'all thought?
Let's get it.
So let's get into it, y'all. Let's vibe out.
Ha. Yeah. I see you. Come on now. Let's get it. 9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset. 9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset. Cardi B with a Kit Kat. Train setters on my apex. Thunderstorms, no rain check. Aquafina where the fiends at. Trampoline, I'm a trap star. Mozart got the best art. Arch back, got a lean back. Remy Ma oversees that. Trainer dog, she exploit that. Pick 5 on the waistline. Faith Evans on Demon Time. Auto-tune, call it beast mode. Beehive got a bounce back. Killer season, that's Moesha. The real Keisha, I love season. Salt and pepper, that's Big Stepper. Contraband on wristband. Niagara Falls, put the paws down. V12, she push start. Flashing lights, that's Hall of Fame. Notre Dame, I play the game. Spectators, take aim. VVS's, interceptions, coalition, her ambition. I see the vision, I stay consistent. Tip drill, go to Huntsville. Monetize for the archives. Move sane, I run the train. 9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset. 9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset.
Yes.
I say one time, can you jiggle that? Let's get to it. I'm tree high, but I would never forfeit a match. 5-6, you a little snap. For 7 days, you can get 8. Excuse me if I weaken that. But overall, I'm a big dog. Take 9 lives from the kitty cat. I can get with that. Write my name on your titty tat. Xerox, I'm spitting facts. She got a booty like a basketball, and I'ma triple that. DoorDash, I deliver that like a password, she remember that. You can call me the gingerbread man, cause I be all in them ginger snaps like damn. Hit it from the back and it sound like flams. Turn the bitch up like that's my jam. Come on, style, I'm best right now, but I just wanna get up in it just right now. Ooh. Girl, you pretty, make me really wanna go 50-50. Here, kitty. Brrr.
9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset. 9 lives on a kitty cat. She asking for that quarterback. She really wanted a running back. Kick off, talking big stacks. 5-4 with a freak set. No time for the reset.
Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. I had that one right. Yo, who is that? Prentice P? He's hard.
Yeah, Prentice P.
He's hard. He had me dying through the whole verse. I love how he was comparing things and everything. Hilarious. I like that song. I like how you're comparing it with the 9 lives. You're talking about the kitty cat and he was purring. That was hard.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I like how with your music, that was only 2 songs we heard, y'all. but y'all can just see the switch up, the diversity, that he can do, and y'all better go check out the records catalog, okay? And speaking of catalog, because I'm sure that what they just heard, they love it. You had both songs kind of attracted different crowds, so you gave them a little bit of best of both worlds. But as far as your catalog go, how many projects would you say you have out right now?
Currently that's up. I have 4 that's up, and I have a bunch of songs on SoundCloud that's mixtape.
Oh, okay. Took it back
So
to SoundCloud.
yeah, so y'all can go check out SoundCloud. Y'all can go type in Thug Money 757 in SoundCloud if you really want to listen to a bunch of music. But far as up on all major platforms, it's 4 right now.
Wow, that's super dope. That's super dope. So what are like the 4 projects on the main platform that they should go check out?
I have I Arrive, um, Turning Tricks, 5 Mics, and Aquafina. And Aquafina is the new one I just dropped.
Okay, that's a hit. I like that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all, I'm about to add that to my playlist.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that song is super dope. That's gonna definitely be popping in the rotation. Yeah. So, what can the people expect from Thug Money for the rest of this year going into 2025?
Are y'all gonna expect a turn up? See, I have plenty of songs that I'm getting ready to drop, so
Yeah.
expect the turn up. Because I'm a walking, breathing testament. I've been down for a couple of about 2 years, and I just had major surgery. So it's a major turn up for me because I'm just happy to be alive right
Yes.
now. So so expect a major turn up.
Yes, I'm super excited. So I know you said you're mentioning about, dropping more songs. Can we expect a new project thing coming soon?
Um, I say about a good 7 months. I have a full album done in 7 months.
Wow.
But
Okay.
I have 3 other singles that I'm gonna drop. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh man. Y'all, I hope y'all ready. Cause we got that fire. Oh my gosh, that's dope. So, we already asked you earlier about, because you have your own label, some advice or ways that music artists should go about it, when it comes to being signed or being independent. But what is some of, I would say, the top 3 biggest things you think music artists should know when trying to pursue a music career in general?
Have a budget.
That
That's
part.
that's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Travel. Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing a lot of open mic nights and thinking you hot in just one city
Right.
because don't nobody know you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just being honest. And when you do open mic nights, you only rapping to rappers, not listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Also, don't, and if you do try to get signed, do not spend your signing bonus on a chain. You want to invest your money.
That part. Yep.
You feel
People
me?
don't realize money go quick.
Hell, what they offering, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I got offered, I had offered 3, 4, 5 record deals, all on offer me 40,000,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm already kicking out that dough just for myself. So why would I take it? 40,000 go quick.
Yeah. It really does, because a lot of people don't realize too, when you're offered that money, you still have to forfeit money for stuff like shows and stuff. They think just because you sign, everything's free. No, like even your biggest artists that are out right now pays for like certain things like BET, stuff like that, and there are some certain instances where maybe they don't, but for the most part, they are. Everything's a budget.
So just like this, let's say you do get signed. So you drop an album. Let's say your album sales didn't do great, right? So they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna drop another extra 300,000 on top of what we already gave you." So mind you, now you already in the hole for your first album. Now you in the hole for your second album. Now they're gonna triple, double tag you with what you owe, and you owe in promotion. So come on, y'all got to think smart.
Yes.
Don't go out here and be signing any and everything, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna be broke if you look at some of these rappers right now that's doing interviews, like what's his name? Yellow, whatever his name is, tatted all over his face. He crying, he broke right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You feel me? So
Yep. And that's because he's one of them people who, you know, just jumped on something, probably didn't even read the contract or was just too excited. They thought of money first and not realized that's really not money.
right.
Like, it's really not. I remember when Glorilla had got signed, everybody was like, oh, she ain't gonna last. Oh, they're just using her. Blah, 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 blah. I think her producer, I forgot her song. It was her main song, but her one song that I think it was I'm FREE. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that one her producer tried to sue her for. I never heard anything else about it, so maybe they settled it.
They probably had to. Who was she with? I can't think of that entertainment because
Yeah.
that entertainment got her that deal she got now.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And see, and that's another thing, artists. You feel me? So if you already got a deal, you have to think about if you want a major deal. Now that's 2 contracts you in. So how much money you really think you're gonna get?
Exactly.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm. You now work for your old label.
Right.
Like it's insane. I feel like low key Megan the Stallion too was about to be like that with what was it? Something 08, whatever her label was called. And then Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Of course, Jay-Z probably got her out of that. But you know, if it wasn't for Jay-Z, she would have been in that same boat. So that's crazy. I mean, it's just so much going on in the entertainment world. And even with you being a music artist, I know you're hearing all the craziness going on with Mr. Diddy.
Yes.
And it's just like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm heavily excited and heavily into music. So for me, it was like, what just happened here? I feel like music or the entertainment world is crashing because, you know, it wasn't just P. Diddy. It's a lot of people that we don't still realize who it is. And it's like, if all of those people were to be exposed, what happens to the industry at that point?
Man, just know everybody is going down. If y'all didn't listen to him when him and Mace had a song back then, if he go down, everybody going down.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it in his verse now.
Yeah.
You better believe him.
Yeah. He ain't gonna do that time by himself. I mean, well, he kind of is, but not really. It's insane. And it's terrible because, you know, all these years, at least for me growing up, y'all, I'm only 30. So for me growing up, when I think of music, I think of, you know, oh, it's great there. You know, everything's gorgeous. You're never stressed there. And that's not it at all. But also you think of people are so talented, they know what they're doing. So now that I hear all this with Diddy, that it's not all about talent, it's about what you're willing to do. It kind of is discouraging.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
it's dang. And then being that other people and like you said, other record labels and execs were involved in that, it makes you like, how many of these artists were used not for their talent?
Right.
You know, that's terrible.
Something you got to watch out for.
You have to, yeah. So, you know, when we were just talking about you guys about signing things, you know, and agreeing to certain amounts, you also, besides that, need to be aware of who you're signing to and what's going on and what you're expected to do. Because don't sell out. But I am glad that there are upcoming music artists and business owners such as yourself, you know, coming out with your own label, trying to, you know, doing music the correct way, you know, giving out positive messages and some Aquafina messages as well. Because that's what we need. And I feel like, honestly, the positive side of this could be that people who get signed moving forward would be based off of talent again and not just about, you know, who's popping, who got more streams, and who's willing to do whatever. So,
right.
You know, maybe we needed this shift.
Look, all the old school rappers coming back out. Have you seen them dropping their music?
They are, especially Missy.
Yeah. So.
I did. And they're actually touring. You know, we were talking about going to city. I've been seeing, I'm in Pittsburgh, PA. So I've seen a lot of music artists like Genuine and and so many other old school artists come to Pittsburgh. I'm like,
so
what
I guess they saying hip hop need to come back.
Yes. Like literally when I turn on Apple Music, I'm listening to 90s and maybe early 2000s music. I don't really listen to the new music anymore unless I'm in a club or something. but you know, I like music that I could feel where I'm listening to it. I'm just like, woo.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm a 90s baby, y'all. So, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, like you just gotta, you gotta love good music. You gotta respect it. And you guys need to respect the newer music artists and the newer generation when it comes to music, because people like Thug Money, who's been doing it. If you have kids, I'm sure maybe one day your kids may want to do music, or your nieces, your nephews, cousins, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Or your friends' kids. So, we just got to support the independent music artists and lead them in the right direction.
Correct.
Yes. So for people who want to continue to go in the right direction and listen to more of your music and vibe out with you more, where could they follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Facebook. You can do Thug Money 757. Instagram is Thug Money Entertainment LLC. You can find me on TikTok at Thug Money. You can follow me on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, whatever major platform you're on. I am on. And make sure y'all can request me on any radio station, because I am popping.
Definitely popping. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and stream that music. And I know y'all cooking some Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all probably got y'all wine out. So go ahead and play that Aquafina. Okay. Get in the bag. And I'm actually glad that we had this interview the day before Thanksgiving, because you said a lot of things at the beginning that a lot of us, again, people of color, I will say for YouTube, we don't understand, or we're just not aware of, or we never dealt with it to where we understand. And you have, shared some things with us that I am thankful for, because I feel like it is important to know, where some people come from and where we come from, and what to be aware with and what not to stand for, at the end of the day. And I'm glad that you shared those things with us, especially being from where you're from and still being able to, maneuver around and create the music that you create. So
Yes, like I had to learn about history. My grandma is a full-blooded Indian, so I had to learn. She banged it in my head.
Well, thankful for her. Yes, and shout out to her. And I mean, honestly, I feel like it's something that a lot more families should go over or educate themselves with, so that they can share with their children. Because I know one day for me, I want to learn more than what schools were allowed to teach us. I want to know the real. And I feel like that's something that our children should know growing up, especially because, I won't say it for you too, but the things that are to come in 2025, it's important to know, you're right, to know what's going on in the world, because you're going to need to know that. You know what I mean? Y'all, we got to get a Patreon so we can say what we want to say. But I am thankful, for all of you guys that have tuned in. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for coming on the station, blessing
Thank you
the
for
station.
having me.
Absolutely. And whenever you drop more music, come back on the station.
I definitely will.
Yes. And then please share with us, anytime you drop a video or anything, I would love to share and check it out, as always. But yes, and
Thank you.
you're welcome. And before we do go and people follow you and check out your music, let them know if you have any special shout outs you want to give.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Boss Hall. Robert, what you said, he been hooking me up. Shout out to see, look, my mind is going right now because I'm too excited. Because like, man, I had a great time with you right now. So, but shout out to Jazzy Cake Soul Food and Desserts and More. That's also another one of my businesses my wife has also. So, and I like to give a shout out to Pee Wee. She came from Oklahoma, which is, my wife's side of the family. So, that's my major shout outs. And to you.
Yeah, shout out to you.
HotxMag Online. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely. And huge shout out to everybody you mentioned. Shout out to your Black queen, your woman. Okay. Keep thriving. That's what it's about. I'm all about Black excellence and woman empowerment. So definitely keep going, girl, if you're listening. But yeah, I'm super excited. And like I said, keep us updated with everything you got going on. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And we hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's it, you guys. Y'all tuned in to HotxXMag Online Radio. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow Thug Money and follow your girl HotxXMag Online Radio. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Be safe, and I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.